And we are back live here on the NXL Premier Field here at the Mid-Atlantic Major. I'm joined by Carrie from Destiny. How you doing today?
Good. Oh, good. Thank you. Excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you here too, especially as well as you guys played at the last event, taking second place at the Sunshine State Major, making it all the way to the finals for the first inaugural WNXL match. For this layout here for the second WNXL, how do you guys feel about the layout so far?
We like it. We are excited about it. It's kind of fast, and I mean, you can play it slow too. It's sneaky. It's gonna be good.
Awesome. So for this set we have Carolina Crisis taking on TPP Totem, and we have Killers taking on Mutiny. So, and I know you know the Killers organization pretty well, right?
Yes, they're basically our coaches. Well, at least my sister and I.
Yeah.
That's who we play with every weekend.
Awesome. So, what things have you guys taken away from them for this layout that you're that as an advantage, especially the last 2 weeks of practice?
Mostly communication, making your bunkers, and at least getting one off break. That's like the major.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
So for you specifically, how does it feel playing for such a historic franchise like Destiny?
I mean, Destiny's like a legacy, so playing for them, it's amazing. And then everybody always looks up to you because they're kind of like what started like the female, and they're always trying to grow the sport. So I love it.
That's great. So again, if you're joining us live, I am Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, out here commentating where you can find the best semi-pro and WNXL action going on all day long on this beautiful HK field they have out here today. And as you can see on the camera, tons of grass, lots and lots of grass. And it's amazing too. The fields are playing great so far. If you just missed it, we did play the first match, which was PB Fit versus the Newbies, and Annapolis 18 versus TCP Machine. Little recap there. PB Fit and Newbies tied 3-3 after a tough match going back and forth. And Annapolis 18 mercy ruled TCP Machine. So just a reminder a little bit on the rules as well. Semi-Pro is a Mercy 5. WNXL, because it's Pro, is a Mercy 6. And Semi-Pro does not play out ties. They just get a tie. WNXL does play out ties, so there will be no ties in the WNXL Female Pro division. Now, just the rundown of the field so far, as you can see on the screen, that tall brick structure, that little mini brick that people are playing, we're calling that the door, the wedge, something along those lines. And we have a tall Aztec towers. But the real story of this field is how fast you can push each side of the field. We've seen last game, we've seen 18 pushing Snake real hard. They switched it up, pushed Doritos. We've seen PB Fit pushing the center quite a bit. So amazing moves happening so far. What are you looking forward to in this match from the Killers?
From the Killers, I hope they get a kill-off break, survive their bunkers, and communicate and find those lost bodies and win the points.
Yeah, and they're gonna have a tough time doing that against such a solid team like Indianapolis Mutiny, another legendary franchise there with a solid core group of guys. That being said, on the field right now, I believe we have TPP Totem here on the right with the new jerseys, rocking a different jersey than they had last time. Left-hand side, we're going to have Carolina Crisis in the green. Everything that we talk about happening on your screen right now is going to be relative to the breakout right away. As you can see here, good 5-on-5 breakout from Carolina Crisis, who picked up Blake Rice from the Hurricanes. Absolute savage, but TPP Totem losing a body early off that Dorito side. And right now, as you can see on your screen, TPP Totem in that back kind of pocket area there.
They're in the same bunkers right now. They're mirrored to each other.
Yeah, so they got that insert bunker to the wedge, or excuse me, insert bunker to the Snake, that tall can in the middle, and that tall little mini fridge. Oh, but the Carolina Crisis player from the insert gets dinked out. But they also lose the player on the Snake side.
Players.
Yeah, same player.
Same position. Oh, they're taking real estate on the middle. They took the other team's wedge.
Yeah, Carolina Crisis taking that big wedge on the other side, the other team's side of the field. TPP Totem doesn't know he's in there yet, or else I think a lot of guns would be switching sides. So right now, he's looking to go. He wants to make that move. Oh, and he peels off the insert player to TPP Totem. And he's just trying to clean this up right now. So he's running down, gets one.
The other one.
Oh, and he gets two. They ran past each other. What a move by Carolina Crisis player going down the field, getting everybody. Wow, just
Even though they were mirrored, they had the upper hand just because they took that middle bump.
absolutely. So it looks like it's going to be number 21 from Carolina Crisis, hanging the flag. Again, thank you so much, everybody, tuning in. Little bit of technical difficulties going on right now. The humidity here is actually a lot worse than we thought it was going to be, and it's just kind of messing with some of our equipment real quick. But we will get it up and going again. It was just amazing. 4 bodies left alive, only losing one for Carolina Crisis. So number 21 stunting out there for Carolina Crisis. So good job to him. So coming on the field now, we have Killers on the left-hand side of the field and Mutiny on the right-hand side of the field. Killers in their classic gray and bright jerseys they have. And then Mutiny's going to be in the darker colored, usually black, kind of gray subdued jerseys there. Big M on the chest to let everybody know who's here.
And gold.
Yeah, and gold, yeah. So, again, this matchup is going to be a good one. Both teams traditionally play very aggressive.
Yes.
D2, Killers coming up from D2 last year, doing really well in the semi-pro division so far. Mutiny's kind of been a mainstay. They've been a staple of the semi-pro division. Played pro way back in the day with Aaron Foley. Coming down now, reforming the organization, coming up through semi-pro. So look for a strong attack by both players, or both teams, as they do.
Looks like a strong snake push on the Killer side.
Yeah, and we
lost one off the break.
Yeah, Mutiny pushes hard out to the snake corner, quick into that insert snake bunker, as you can see on the screen. Killer's trying to stop that aggression, but look for this insert player here for Mutiny to get that shot and then move up quick. A triple move on the Dorito side of the field.
Mutiny lost one on the Dorito side.
Oh, unfortunately, Mutiny makes that triple move, but loses one. But had great positioning so far for Mutiny, getting up the Dorito side of the field. But on your screen, they have the snake corner and the insert bunker locked up. Just trying to stop it. He's looking to move. He makes the unorthodox move, the inside move. We're starting to see more and more. Instead of the insert player going to the snake, they're going to that wedge instead. And I think he gets the shot. He's calling a shot, but it doesn't look like any players are walking out. So, but the corner player does make the move into the snake. So we have a doubled up right now. We have the snake 2, and then from the player right now, on his knees, and then we have that tall wedge bunker. Oh, but Mutiny loses a Dorito side player, so it's devolving right now. It looks like it's a
43 count.
Maybe 3-on-4. No, I think you're right. I think it's actually a 4-on-2 as looks like Killers. Yep, Killers still have 4 bodies left. There's a body hiding the Doritos there. So 4-on-2 right now. Look, he does get the shot on the pod pack. So Killers player walking off, shaking his head, wishing he'd seen that snake player in there. But this 1-2 punch right here we're seeing from the wedge on the snake side. And the snake moving up. Oh, and the
Mutiny's Dorito player is on the Killer's Dorito side.
Yeah, and so all gas right now just from all gas here from Mutiny. As the snake player tried to run him down, but he got caught there by the Killers player. So good aggressive first point here from Mutiny. Killers, obviously just 0.1. Killers brought it back, though. They tried to make it close. Yes. They just lost too many bodies too fast. I feel like
if you're going to be in that wedge, you have to be looking snake way because he's the one that's going to peel you off.
Yep, and that's exactly what happened. That wedge player shot the snake player and was able to make that inside move. So great.
Killers had the upper hand, and they...
All right, so coming on to the field, we have Carolina Crisis coming back on TPP Totem. One thing we did want to talk about, so BKI has a Most Valuable Player Award here. It's a nice custom powerhouse rig. We'll be giving this away to the best player on the Premier Field. And actually, you won this for the last event. So congratulations for getting that BKI award. Amazing job on that snake all day long. And that snake play, I believe, in combination was what got you guys to the finals. So,
I agree. It's a very snake push kind of layout.
Yeah, absolutely. So great job there. As we get back into this action, we're going to go on this. All right, on the screen right now, We have Carolina Crisis making that hard push out to the snake corner
There
again.
he goes down the middle. Carolina Crisis on
And
the wedge.
that center move from number 27. So you have Adams in the corner here, 24, and then number 27, I believe, is the one that made that big move down the center. So good job for him. That center moves there all day long, as Carolina Crisis also moves into the snake insert bunker. And this is what we've been seeing. That 1-2 punch in the snake side is going to be so valuable to these teams. Unfortunately, Totem losing a player early.
On the snake.
Oh, wow. And the snake player gets dinked out. So that's 2 down for Totem. So we right now, and that's a third one, unfortunately, and a fourth one.
Taking the snake.
A bomb going off right now on the TPP Totem side as they lose 4 players right now, and they get a penalty on top of that. Wow.
That's it.
Wow. Unfortunately, for Totem, they lost the players quickly, and on top of that, Carolina Crisis just dominated.
It looks like they were mirrored again, and then they just end up winning the gunfights, and then they end up getting in the snake.
Yeah, absolutely. So they have to pick it up. I mean, if Totem wants to stay alive, they have to, or they want to have a chance of winning this match, they have to stay alive off the break. And they have to also not lose 3 bodies at a time. That was the killer right there for them. All right, so coming back on the field, we have the Killers that are going to be on the right-hand side. Indianapolis Mutiny on the left-hand side. So Mutiny right now up 1-0. We did have a penalty the late penalty, that last point. We'll find out from the ref here what happened on TPP Totem side. So we're getting an update right now from the ref. So Totem player had a hit on his pack and played on. Wow. So unfortunately got the penalty that cost him. Mutiny running to the box right now. So on the right-hand side here, Killers breaking out hard to that corner again.
Oh, nice move into the snake from Mutiny. Oh, he got shot on his arm.
Yeah, I believe he got shot on his arm, but I don't think the
ref did not see it.
The ref didn't see the shot on the arm. Good job. Hey, sometimes you got to Jedi mind trick these refs out here, right? That's a part of it. So good job from the Mutiny player deflecting that hit. So
he honestly didn't even try to hide it. It was just...
Yeah, that being said, minor penalty on the Killer side right now. As they lose another on the Doritos side. So now that puts them down. I believe it's just, for the Killers, they have 3 bodies left.
2 now.
2 now. Mutiny has 4. Wow. And Mutiny is just going to work right now. Oh, but the Killers player catches it. Oh, wow. Wow.
That tower saved the snake side life right now.
Wow. So Killers towel it after some aggressive moves going on, trying to wheel and deal and make it work. Unfortunately, that tower player, like you said, on the Doritos side, did save that snake side. So great coverage from Mutiny so far, defending their players, especially their attackers. So Mutiny's going to go up 2-0 on the Killers right now. Carolina Crisis up 2-0 on TPP Totem after an unfortunate minor that last point for a pack hit. So we'll see if Totem can pull this back, because unfortunately what you don't want is that 3-point. We're getting an update from the ref. So the penalty we seen that minor was, again, another pack hit, but this time on the Killers that caused them to lose their entire Doritos side. So, all right, so we're 10 seconds left here until the start of this match. Awesome. All right. So TPP Totem here on your right-hand side. Let's see if they can get some aggressive push going on. They look like they're going to go out aggressive. As they do, they push the center hard. Good job. So they get to that wedge on the snake side.
Okay, they peeled one off.
And they peeled one of the players off right away from Crisis. So great move so far to push aggressive. And he's already into the 50 brick in the middle.
I feel like he can just wait for that corner to go up.
And that's what he's doing. So he is locking down that side of the field. Now, he is blocked out from the snake corner because of that wedge in the 40. But if he just bumps up one more time, he's going to get the backs of a bunch of people. So they get another kill. Wow. So good job by Totem with some defense there. So Totem right now is defending their player in the 50 as the Crisis player tried to run through. So great job there. It is a 3v3 right now, though. or 3v4. Wow, Totem actually having 4 bodies left.
The Totem just shot the Dorito player from Crisis. It might have been a trade.
All right, so Totem, though, being overly aggressive, unfortunately, gets dinked out. There. You're hearing some aggression from the Crisis. Not happy
You
that
gotta sell it.
you gotta sell it a little bit. Yeah, so Crisis.
Is it one guy left on the corner? And there's 2 guys
There's
left from
2.
Crisis.
Yep, Crisis has 2 players left. TPP Totem has 3. They need to close this out smart because Crisis is not a team that you can just sit on and hope that they die behind their bunkers because
Home is dead, so it's just the corner left from Crisis.
Yep, so they do peel off that tall tower bunker, commonly referred to as home, because that is the bunker right off the break. But they're pinching out this corner player. This Snake corner player is having a hard time staying alive. He is going to get run down. Looks like and the refs save him. So good job, because he was looking to get a lot of hurt on that one.
That guy was coming.
So great point from Totem, fighting back against Crisis when it was looking like it was going to be a little bit of a blowout there.
Yes.
Crisis handedly winning points, but
so now they're 2-1.
Yeah, they're 2-1. So match is playing out pretty well so far. Totem fighting back on that one against Crisis, but Killers need to put something together here because Mutiny. Yeah, Mutiny, if they go up 1 more point, they're going to start running away with it. And
Yes.
Mutiny's not a team that's going to let you come back.
I agree. Just like Totem did, they put some aggression and they ended up winning the point. So that I feel like Killers have to push either the center or one of the sides and get ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully, so if you're just now joining us, I'm here with Carrie from Destiny, who won the BKI award for the Premier Field in Florida. So are you going to be stunting out there trying to win it again?
Yes, I'm going to try my best. I mean, my goal is to do better than what I did last event. So I'm going to try my hardest just to give it all out there and get first this event.
Yeah, and Destiny actually missing one of their Snake players. So you're probably going to get the majority of the spins. No breaks for you.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
So on the right-hand side here, Mutiny breaking out, doubling up that back center and pushing out to the Snake.
And Killers lost 1 off break.
So that center move really working out for Mutiny, doubling that up and getting those kills.
Yes. And I see no aggressions from Killers. They're just in their bunkers, back bunkers.
Yeah, Killers have to play aggressive here. Killers player in the corner.
Got shot.
Oh
The
wow!
penalty, no. Yes.
Looks like
another pack hit.
Wow, another pack hit. Player getting another penalty. Killers, unfortunately, right now just not having a good go. So, and this
They
is
had it the first point. They were up bodies, and then they completely lost it.
yeah.
Now they just can't get it rolling.
So if you're you know the Killers, if you're the Killers coach right now, what are you telling them? Hey, we're down 3 bodies. The time is dwindling down right now. What are we doing? Are we pushing?
They should be pushing because at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, and Killers is known to be an aggressive team. So not seeing them push as hard as they usually do. Now that being said, this field is playing slower than a lot of people thought it was going to play.
I agree that I see the middle push and then you kind of just lock one side. But also, Mutiny and Killers practice a lot together. So the fact that they know how they play, I mean, I'm not out there. I don't really know where the lanes are going, but it's probably pretty hard to kind of push a side or the middle with Mutiny against you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Killers are trying hard to push out to the corner, but it didn't work out for them. Oh, so that was a gross major for a wipe. So the ref actually caught the player wiping off a hit. Wow. We'll get more updates on that. We're jumping back in this game between TPP Totem and Crisis right now. Totem bringing that last point back. Now they are again going back to that aggressive push. Crisis trying to lock down that center push from Totem.
Wedge again.
Yep. So Crisis, as you can see here on your screen, taking that insert snake bunker, taking that tall stand-up brick bunker and then taking the can in the middle as well. So that can player, what he's trying to do is he's trying to lock down any movement on Dorito side whatsoever and trying to hit some of those bounce shots. Now, there's a battle going on right now where this tall brick player is trying to get a shot, trying to thread the seam a little bit and get that wedge player, a big wedge player out of there for Totem. But Totem doing a phenomenal job living behind their guns right now. I haven't seen a body walk off yet.
That's the guy he's trying to miss. He's trying to stop that guy at the Dorito tower to go up the center.
Oh wow,
And
big
there he
move.
goes. Yeah.
From Crisis here, who just moved into the wedge. But the Totem player is trying to call him out right now. He's screaming at him that he got him out. But I think the Totem player also took one as well. Refs running in to check the Totem player, but nothing. So right now, battle developing here in the middle of the Snake side wedge and Dorito side wedge. But Crisis does, yeah, they do lose one. But Crisis also moved out a little bit, trying to spread out that Snake side. He's right there. You can see him. You can't really see him because the corner's in the way. Oh, but Crisis loses their wedge player. That is a huge, but they're trying to be aggressive. They're moving up the Dorito side right now, the Crisis, but he gets peeled off.
This wedge is locking down that side. Dorito side from Totem is going all the way to the Crisis Dorito side.
Yeah, phenomenal play going on right now. And Totem
brought it back.
handedly winning that point right now. Good, phenomenal play there by TPP Totem to bring that one back.
Now they're 2-2.
Yeah, and TPP Totem has former pro Ricky Smith from Trade My Gun Outlaws. So TPP Totem, no slouches over here. They have a bunch of talent on that team. Yes. Didn't have the first event they wanted, but really bringing it back here against Carolina Crisis. Carolina Crisis has some former NRG pros as well as Blake Rice from the Hurricane. So ton of talent on that Carolina Crisis squad. So really great matches so far. So how do you feel? Like me, probably, I thought this field was going to play extremely fast.
Yeah, I agree. But maybe for some divisions will be fast, but in this division, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, they're definitely locking it down.
They're definitely pushing that middle. But I thought the Snake was going to go more aggressive than what it has right now.
Again, if you're joining us now live, I am Vince from Let's Talk Paintball out here on the Premier Field, joined by Carrie from Destiny, bringing you the best of semi-pro and WNXL action all day long on the HK
Snake
Army field.
Push for the Killers.
Yes, and the Killers pushing into the Snake early, getting into the Snake 2.
There we go. Kill one out of Mutiny on the Snake side.
Wow.
Looks like Dan Padilla helping Ryan on the Snake.
So number 42 here in Snake 3, all ready for the Killers, wheeling and dealing. Unfortunately, he is blocked out right now a little bit by the Snake 2, but Killers do lose their back player out of the home, that tall tower. They are still 4 bodies alive though, so it's nice 4-on-4 battle going on. And Mutiny's really trying to bring it back right now. They're playing slow, methodical point.
They're holding their lead.
This corner player wants to make the move, but is he going to make it clean? Oh, he does, and he got in there sneaky. So, if I'm Mutiny right now, and again, these guys are still top level players, so they know not to run into these bunkers and hit them and indicate that anybody knows. They don't know that he's made it into Snake yet. Oh wow! So Mutiny trades out with the Snake player. So that was a huge kill from Mutiny, killing that Snake player. But Mutiny quick to fill that spot back up, as you can see, moving back into the Snake 2. So
and
great.
Mutiny Dorito player just took a big bite on the Doritos.
Yeah. So right now it looks like 2v2 going on right now. The game has devolved a little bit. Both teams pushing Dorito side. Both teams pushing the Snake side. We do have the Mutiny player looking to move here in the Snake. He's head checking.
Yeah,
Wow, big
that the
move.
snake player's there.
Mutiny again making a huge move into that 40. The Killers player is just hunting. He has no idea where the players are at. The game has devolved a little bit, and that's what happens. Communication tends to drop a little bit. Oh, but they know where each other's at now. They pick each other up. Oh, there it is. Good trade. Phenomenal job. So I think it's just a one-on-one right now. I believe it's just a one-on-one. The Dorito side, the Dorito side it looks like. There may be two over there that were a little blocked out from the Dorito side right now, but it was. So 2-on-1 from the Killers. I don't think the player knows that there's another. I don't think the Mutiny player knows there's another player left. I think we're gonna see a penalty.
From who?
Wow,
Killers?
major penalty going on right now.
Oh, no.
Oh no, is that a penalty on the Killers?
Yes.
Wow. So
Cody was the last one left for the Killers, and
so it was either a 2v2 or it was a 2v1. So the Mutiny player was moved up in that large brick on the Doritos side. He shot the Killers player as he was moving, but it looked like the Killers player still gave him one and caused a penalty. So Killers player shaking his head right now, coming off the field, not happy about how that played out. We'll see. It's number 24 from the Killers.
yeah, Cody Clarkson.
Well, so we're gonna get updates on two things. We're gonna get an update on the penalty that just happened that time, and then we're gonna get a penalty on the gross major from the previous point once the ref comes over here. But they're having a little ref council right now, trying to figure out what happened. We will have those updates for you. We do have TPP Totem and Crisis back on the field. Just watching the refs right now to see what they're saying about that, because it looked like from our side that the Mutiny player had got the Crisis player clean, and the Crisis player kept going.
Yes.
So we're gonna see what this penalty is right now. So what was it? Major on both? Major on Killers. Okay. All right, so major on the Killers. So Killers starting down a body this next point. And then quick update on the gross major for wiping. What happened there? So player got shot in his arm.
And the tank.
It shouldn't have shot in the tank, and it just wow. So that previous point for the gross major, the player got shot in the tank, got into the corner, and wiped the hit off. Unfortunately, refs seen him do it. So situation like that. That's going to hurt the team more than anything
Absolutely.
else.
Absolutely.
Because for some gross majors, they pull your player card, and if they pull your player card, then you can get suspended. I mean, that's a big deal. So right now on your screen, Totem coming out, breaking out really heavy, seems to be working. They've actually brought the game back to a 2-on-2, but looks like they shoot. Oh, they get the shot.
Snake. Yes.
Wow, they get the shot on the Crisis player moving into the snake. So Totem putting up quite a match.
They lost their snake player too.
Yep, and it looks like here the can player on the Crisis side shoots down at that snake player. So good job there by Crisis to get that body back. So 4-on-4 battle going on right now for both sides. Originally looked really good for Totem having 5, but unfortunately gets clipped moving into the snake. There is a little bit of a battle in the pockets right now. A lot of players are going through that can, as you can see on the top left side of your screen there, can becoming a major part of the push here for a lot of teams to lock down that snake side. So
I think this corner can go in the snake undetected. And there he goes.
yeah,
from
there he
the
goes. So
Crisis.
great read by Carrie here, the WNXL Pro, knowing that move was there, and the Crisis player makes the move. So good job. Now number 2 here from Crisis, wheeling and dealing, trying to make sure. Now he's tactical retreat in the snake. So on your screen, you can see a lot of the guns have switched to the snake side as they are trying to stop that player from moving up. Now they think he's at snake 3, but because of that tactical retreat, he's actually at snake 2. So
now he goes to the knuckle.
wow, back to snake 1. So 4, looks like 4-on-4 still. Crisis versus Totem. And they have so there's TCP machine and TPP Totem. So we got to make sure we're getting them right. So TPP Totem is on the screen right now. So and one of the things, these games are slowing down. Totem making a great move on the Dorito. So what's happening is all the teams have to worry about points margin, right?
Yes.
Always. So even this first game, 1 point can matter. So
Absolutely.
a tie sometimes can get you through the Sunday, right? So that's what these teams are out here fighting for, is to get to Sunday and get to that finals field. So
I believe the Snake just locking down the Dorito side, but it's kind of blind, so he has to move up since there's nobody else in the Snake.
yeah, and right now that can player just trying to stop any aggression whatsoever. The TPP can, as you can see on your screen, trying to stop the Snake from moving down, but the Snake player trying to put him in and go. They know he's there though, so
Yes.
it has to be careful. Lots of bounce shots in this field too as the day starts warming up.
And also, the field's kind of like in a hill right now, so whoever's playing the middle can kind of shoot down the Snake.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of terrain going on here, especially with all the heat and humidity. These bunkers are kind of blown up a little bit, so you'll see a lot of times in the breaks, the refs are going to go out there and burp those bunkers because they are, there are a little more curves, a little more that you don't usually see. So with that, kind of a long point here, right? No one's wanting to make the bad, that bad decision, that get that next kill that next death, because realistically, with time dwindling down here, that is going to be, the next kill, the next shot player could be the key to winning the point. So
It looks like Totem make a boot. Yes.
Totem
he
makes
made
a
trade
huge-
on the Doritos.
So I believe that was Ricky Smith making a phenomenal move on the Doritos side to take out that player from Crisis. But TPP Totem fills that spot quickly. I don't think they caught the fill, so they don't know he's that deep yet. Good move from the Crisis players, trying to figure out where everybody is at. That can player on Totem is just he is the fortress right now, making sure
I
that
believe
Snake
Totem
player.
lost another player on the
Oh, they
Doritos.
do. They lose another player. Do they lose? Wow, I think they've lost.
Oh, there's the last one.
And here comes the Ooh, and just lets him wear it. So the Crisis player just runs down and lets that player have it. So good moves so far. Crisis really able to slow that down after losing an early body, slowed it down, took a deep breath, and was able to really bring that one back, which Totem was looking like they had the momentum. They were going to start running away with it.
I thought they were going to go.
So 2-3 match going on right now, from Totem and Crisis. On the flip side, Mutiny and Killers. Mutiny up 3 right now on the Killers, and Killers just can't get away from the penalties right now.
Yes, I think they're in their heads right now. They're just going to try and put some points in to kind of lower the, in between points, the margins.
The margins, yep.
Mutiny.
Yeah, this late in the match, if you're just joining us, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, here with Carrie from Destiny, WNXL Pro, and winner of the BKI Most Valuable Player Award from the Florida event. So Killers have to do something right now to bring this back. Penalties, they're just penalty-ridden the last couple points. So Mutiny up 3 points, and as you can see here on the screen, Mutiny is in the corner looking to make the move. He wants to
Into the
go
Snake, yes.
into the Snake. So,
Oh, Killers lost the Snake corner player.
Killers with their Snake corner player. Now a little bit of a tactical retreat.
no.
Oh, the can player. Yeah, it's
Got
just
shot on the move.
got shot on the move, trying to fill that Snake side. And it's all Mutiny right now, all day. They're looking so dialed in. Their shots are dialed in. You can tell Mutiny knows this field really well. And Killers, who has been doing a phenomenal job.
What a move.
Yeah, great move on the inside there. And Mutiny moving down the Snake, and a huge drill move there from.
Killers lost a 3-2 player.
Yep.
That's great.
And they lose their corner player. It's just all dominance all day here.
Yeah, they've been pushing, so.
So double O, looks like Rodriguez here from Mutiny making a beautiful move in the Snake to close those players out. I mean, I think is Mutiny 5 bodies alive right now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't lose a player. Maybe
Wow.
the Dorito was a trade.
No, all 5 bodies alive. So just dominant performance so far here from Mutiny. And Killers have to be careful, because 1 point away from Mercy, and that's going to make it hard for your margin as you start moving into later rounds. So again, in order to at least make the match a little more competitive, Killers have to win at least the next 2 points
Yes.
In a row to just shrink that margin. And for those of you at home that don't know what I'm talking about, so all the matches and games are based off a point structure, right? And for those teams that have a high or low margin will move into Sunday. So it's a big deal. So for example, a tie, 3-3 is 0 points. You're not in the negative. But if you lose a match by 1, you're -1. And it's the average of all those points as everything works out that if you're winning or losing or moving on to Sunday or not. We have had teams in the past that have gone 2 wins, 2 losses, moving to Sunday.
Yes.
It's been about 6 or 7 years, but we have had a team that went 1-3 moved into Sunday as well, just because their
The
margin.
margins, yes,
So
absolutely.
so it can happen. So out here is not only a game of points, it's also a game of margin. So back on the field right now, we do have Carolina Crisis on your right-hand side in the green jerseys. Big Crisis in the middle versus TPP Totem. Looks like the black, kind of a blackish gray, and bright looks orange or yellow. Oh, he was able to tag back up. Almost a bad start for the Totem player.
Yes.
Almost stepped off early, but he was able to tag back up. Now Crisis, again, huge push. They're in if you can see at the very top of your screen, you could just see him on the Doritos side. They're in that wedge. Totem makes a big move into Doritos to try to counteract that guy. They don't know he's made that move yet. Corner player here from Crisis, doing a great job. I believe that's their pickup for this event. Blake Rice
lost middle player.
in the corner. And Crisis.
2. They lost 2 now.
Crisis down 2 bodies now. Oh, down 3. Blake Rice gets shot on the move. Doing a phenomenal job locking that down, but unfortunately, Totem has just moved up too fast on that Dorito side of the field, chopping everybody up. So Totem here in the snake, shooting across, trying to catch the pack of the player in the stand-up. But they picked him up. They know he's there. Then they do get him. So this Crisis player just trying his best to move into the snake undetected. They don't know. Oh, but they pick him up. Wow. Just Totem, phenomenal
It
moves.
looked like he was making a sneaky move, but the Totem player was already on the Dorito side.
So Ricky Smith going to town, putting on an absolute clinic over there on the Dorito side of the field. I mean, I believe Ricky Smith got a 4-pack that game. So he's out here balling, proving why he was a pro at one point in time. So great job. So Ricky Smith, you can see on the screen, the double Nike headbands, taking some deep breaths after that amazing run that he just did. So good job from Totem to close that one out. And that's, again, kind of starting to run away with it a little bit. I believe that puts Totem up 4-2 now. So Totem, who originally was down 2 points, have scored 4 unanswered points to Crisis. So big point coming up here right now for Killers and Mutiny. So Mutiny up 4-0. If they score this next point, they will mercy rule the Killers, which that's not what you want going into your next match.
Yeah.
But sometimes they need fired up, right?
Yeah, they got to pick it up.
Yeah, so another special thing we have going on right now for this premiere field is we're going to do a move of the day. So Let's Talk Paintball collaboration with Tank Dangle, move of the day, and we'll be giving away a custom, there's only 5 of them, Tank Dangles. Okay. And if you don't know, Tank Dangles are tank jewelry by Randall. Great guy, great for the culture. So move of the day. So not only could you get the BKI Most Valuable Player Award at the end of the tournament, you could also win a custom Tank Dangle from Let's Talk Paintball collaboration with Tank Dangle. So just trying to do stuff for the culture, just trying to reward the players, for doing everything they're doing. So and making those big moves and making it so exciting, right? So here's a reward for going out there stunting, balling out. So we do have look forward to that. I will be revealing them soon. So as we can see here, back on the field, looks like Totem's back on the field. We may have missed that last point. Our scoreboard is down, a little bit of technical difficulties right now.
No, he shot before the buzzer went. That's
wow.
a penalty. Yes.
Yeah, that is a major penalty. So again, sorry for the confusion, everybody. We do have Crisis and Totem back in the field. The scoreboard we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. That was a mercy rule win from Mutiny against Killers. But Totem did unfortunately start too soon. Shot a body, major penalty. So Totem is four bodies left alive here. Crisis trying to fight back right now. Crisis is down points. Not a lot of time left. They are in full X ball. So Totem player in the snake getting real low, crawling. Wow. That's the most amazing crawl I have seen in a very long time. We're going to see that all weekend long here. But the camera right now, if you can see, focused on that the can player, the tall tower, and now the Dorito player. So making big moves here on Totem. They don't know the Crisis players made it into the snake, though. So look for the snake player for Crisis to start trying to get up. And that's Blake Rice again. Wow, Blake Rice doing a great job.
Oh,
and
there he goes.
Here he goes. Phenomenal move by Blake Rice to get into. Okay, so there we go. So Blake Rice, even though he makes the move, but was that a penalty on the? Was that a penalty on Totem? I think a running ref going in. Oh, so there was a penalty on Totem, a minor penalty thrown on Totem. So it just looks like there's one player.
On Ricky Smith.
Yeah, one player left alive for Totem here in the can. Crisis has two players left alive, trying to figure out where everyone's at. They picked him up, so great communication by Crisis. So they're saying inside fridge. That's that tall brick right there.
That Dorito player is going to keep moving up.
Yep, 2-on-1 going on right now. Crisis needs to close this out smart. They have to go get this player.
Not get a penalty.
Not get a penalty. Oh, great job. Great job from Crisis, trading out that player. All right, so towel. Ref signal towel, but I haven't heard nothing yet. All right, so
there's still a player playing.
Crisis still on the field. All right, towel. So official towel right now. Good job. So towel by TPP Totem. Trying to save some time here. Crisis, one player left alive. So good job. They're trying to fix the clock right now.
Back further on the back line and get through the lane quicker.
So thank you again so much for joining us here. The NXL Mid-Atlantic Major. As we're going into the day, we have some close matches. Now, we have seen two blowouts so far. This game is really close. So TPP Totem and Crisis. I think there's about under a minute left. You unfortunately don't have the scoreboard up right now. This humidity's playing havoc on the technology here.
God, yes.
A lot more humid than we thought it was going to be.
At least we have grass.
That's right. We have an amazing grass. Not only is it grass, it is absolutely amazing grass out here. So good job by the staff and also the refs. Can't say enough about the refs out here today. I mean, wearing long sleeves, sweating right now. I'm sweating just sitting down in shorts and a T-shirt. Refs doing a phenomenal job catching everybody. A lot of pack hits caught so far. So good job by them. Can't give them enough love for doing everything that they're doing out there. And it's going to be a hot one. So now, as you can see on the field here, so we're going to go over some bunkers real quick. So as you can see closest to you, that tall stand-up, we're calling that the fridge. You're going to hear players call it the door. You're going to hear it called the mini brick, several different things. That back center, that tall Aztec, as you can see there, a lot of players are calling that home. We also have the can on the Doritos side. Looks like a soda can. the Dorito, the large Dorito, small Dorito. So you're just Dorito 1, Dorito 2 usually will be what players call those. And there's, as you can see, definitely a size difference in how you have to play those. And then there's the tall Aztec, as you can see, again, up into the field. Now, those spots right there are playing key and shutting down several different spots. And if you're not familiar with the game of paintball, you're just tuning in for the first time, you're going to see that bunker on the far right side of your screen that has a little buzzer on it, right? The point of this game of a speedball, X-ball, is for you to get from one side of the field to the other and hit that buzzer, right? You want to score that point. So sometimes you're going to see things again, like players running down and some players still being alive on the field, and them hitting that buzzer because it's about getting that point.
Absolutely. So if you can get undetected to the other side without having to fight and just hit that buzzer, you win.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some sneaky moves in previous events. Snake players coming all the way down, getting on the other side of the field, players losing them, and then scoring a point. Everyone's looking around like, what's going on? So
sometimes it'll be like 3 players against 1, and if those 3 players lose, that one player, he's going to go all the way down to your side. So you got to pay attention and always protect your buzzer. Absolutely.
So we are in true X-ball, so there is 2 minutes in between points. We do have a little bit of a technical timeout going on right now as we try to work through some of the technical issues caused by the humidity. So if you're just tuning in, I am Vince from Let's Talk Paintball here on the NXL Premier Field, joined by Carrie from Destiny, who has won this amazing BKI Most Valuable Player Award from the last event. Amazing what they've done here. It's a powerhouse reg, custom color, custom engraved. So you could actually use this on your tank. So you can go out there and stunt on people, let them know that you're most valuable player from the first event. Or like I said, if you're just now tuning in, if you have not watched the previous matches, you can go on the NXL Facebook, go through videos, and you can actually watch the previous matches from the Florida event, from the first inaugural WNXL match, where you played out of your mind in this snake.
I tried my best.
Yeah, I don't think there was anybody that can stop you at a point in time. You were just running down every point, getting a bunch of kills. So amazing to see women's paintball grow and where it's at now. And I mean, I've been around paintball for a long time, so I remember the historic female franchises, Fat Lady's Charm, Femme Fatale's the original, and then, Destiny as well. So it's great to see WNXL at the forefront now of paintball. And the females out there, proving that they're pros, just like the males.
So now on where I practice, my local field, it's called Central Florida Paintball, we only had my sister and I there for a while. And then Alex Del Mar, she's from the Herons. She traveled from California. She moved to Florida, and she joined our team. And now we have like 10 other girls that went to the women's clinic. And now they're joining the team.
Awesome.
It's a lot of girls now on the field. It's amazing.
All right, so what we're seeing right now, so left-hand side of the field, TPP Totem, who is running away with this a little bit. Crisis is trying to make it close. I believe 3-4 match right now. Crisis down by 1. Really need to get this back. Totem making an aggressive push here. They do take back 3 bunkers. They're kind of pushing that center.
Wow, a little more. There you go.
Phenomenal move up to the 50 brick right away.
Everybody's pushing. Snake, Doritos, you have 2 guys in the middle.
Yeah, Totem is not one to sit back to the 5 and just let the game play out. They want to take control every single time, and they want to show. Oh wow, they want to show everybody how aggressive they are. Unfortunately, in that situation, too aggressive, as the 50 brick player gets dinked out, getting shot in the hopper. Yeah, Price is losing a player.
4-on-4 right now.
But look at this unorthodox play here as the player is playing the 50, the little mini W, right? Little mini wing there. Oh, trade, but wow. Wait, so a little bit of chaos going on there. So they called the game. They called that point, and the players are still trying to play. They don't want to listen. They just want to keep going, right? We're here to play paintball.
I think that's the second time that it's gone, and they haven't noticed that the game's done.
Yeah, so players got to open their ears up a little bit. They're out there. They're dialed in. I mean, that just shows right there just the talent of these players. They are locked into the moment. They're listening for the communication from from their teammates and they're trying to, get rid of all the outside noises. So
Absolutely.
I believe that is going to do it for that point. As we go into the things, obviously scoreboard being down a little bit, trying to get that up. The weather's kind of playing havoc on it, but I believe TPP Totem is going to take that one 4-3. We will have an update on all the scores here once the scoreboard's back up. But appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much again for coming in. It was lovely having you in the booth, and congratulations
That's
on winning
amazing.
that.
Thank you so much.
See if you can get a little repeat action there. See if you can get it. So
I'll try.
So thank you again so much for joining us here at the Mid-Atlantic Major. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back.